You guys are the best. I love how as soon as I get on, I start seeing people get on. So sweet. I love it. Good evening, guys. Hi, Miranda. Another tortilla wrap. Hey, I love quesadillas. Love them with salsa. I use Greek yogurt instead of sour cream. I love it. How are you guys doing? A guacadilla? What? A quesadilla? Quesadilla. I'm too English to spell that. I love your name, Brooklyn George. Georgia. Have you watched the challenge? Your last live. How have you been? I've been good. How are you? How's your daughter, Blakely? Juan, I remember seeing your comment. I saw your comment, I promise. I haven't had time to answer people, but I saw your comment because I get it in my emails. Like I'll get the notification and I'll see your comment. But I had to log in onto YouTube to answer you guys. So I don't really have time for that most of the time. But I saw your comment and I wanted to answer you. Oh no, your live went off. Am I good? First time seeing your chat. My partner of 6 years just recently up and left the house without saying a word. In your earlier videos, definitely inspired me. Glad you're doing better. I remember you said she left with your daughter, right? With your 5 or 6 year old daughter. Can't you do something about that? I think you left. You said she left the state, and you're from Jersey. I've been good, and Miss Blakely is great, talking like crazy now. So is Blake. I feel like in that week that he stayed home, he just started talking so much. And when he got back to school, the teachers were like, he is talking a lot. Like he'll say milk. He's repeating everything. Every single thing I say, he's repeating it. So I got to watch it now. Loves Baby Shark. I feel like I need more salsa. How's life, Carmen? How's things going with the baby's father? I actually want to get a butterfly tattoo, Brooklyn. Mm, annoying as usual. Um, he took Noah to the doctor 2 days ago. I'm sorry I'm eating in front of you guys, but I'm hungry. Like I mentioned before, my kids are always sick. Like one little day of cold weather will have them sick for weeks. I do give them vitamins. I don't know. I was like that as a child as well. Always, always, always sick. Starting at like 3 years old, my mom said. I started off with asthma. Mm, but Noah has been coughing so bad, so bad. But I have the nebulizer here. I have it right here. Let me go get some more sauce. Oh, hopefully this doesn't fall. Here's this little nebulizer. Isn't it cute? Um, he's been using that before I even like said, hey, like he needs to go to his doctor because his cough is just bad. And even like my voice right now, it's a little, it sounds a tiny bit raspy because it's my throat has been hurting for like the past 2 days. But I told him like eventually I was like he needs to go to the doctor. His cough is getting horrible. Like at school they usually go for 2 walks a day, and I'm telling his teachers to keep him inside because it's just terrible and I don't need him getting any more sick. So he was like, fine, just like make the appointment on this day and I'll go at this time. And I was like, okay. Mm. So where I work, it's a dead end. So, but you can bring your car all the way to the front of the school. So he tells me, oh, I see him walking. He's like, I'm here, but I don't see the car. And he's like, oh, I had to leave the car in the corner because did he say? He was like, a truck was blocking the entryway. And I was like, whatever. Like, I kind of found that shady. And like, he tells a lot by his facial expressions and how he speaks. I was just like, okay, whatever. He takes Noah. When he gets back, he's like, he sends me a text message again. He's like, here. But again, I don't see the car and I see cars coming down the street. And I'm like, what? And my coworker is like, he's over there in the corner. And when I look at the door, he's across the street, and again his car is not there. So he parked it in the corner again where you can't really see it. Instead of just pulling up in front of the school. So I'm just like, why are you just being in my mind? I'm like, why are you just being so weird? So whatever, he hands over Noah. He's like, they're gonna give him antibiotics because on both sides of his ears, like it looks a little red and like he's about to get an infection. Whatever. So I already know that was gonna be like the outcome of it. So they told him to like keep taking the nebulizer for his bad cough and just give him antibiotics for what's going on in his ears. So I was like, okay, great, thanks. And then there's a parent about to pick up a child. So then I moved to the side and I'm like, so when are you gonna see them again? When are you gonna be with them? And he was like, oh, maybe Friday. I'll let you know Thursday, meaning today. Um, Brooklyn, I'll be right there with that one. Um, he was like, I'll be there. I'll let you know if I'm taking them Thursday. I mean Friday. I'll let you know on Thursday. And I was like, all right. Um, like I just looked at him all weird, and I was like, you're worse than a surgeon. Like at least they have days off. And he's always saying, "Oh, I don't have days off." Or on his days off, they call him into work. Basically, the same story as he used to say as when we were together. So that's why I don't believe it. And I know that day he was off because he's wearing regular clothes, like going out clothes. I don't know. This is just my theory. So me saying that, he got defensive and he was like, He gave me a look, like I could tell it bothered him, and he was like, anything else? And I was like, don't give me an attitude. We're talking about our kids. I'm not talking about anything else. And I was like, no, there's nothing else. Just let me know Thursday if you're going to be with them or not. Thursday's here. I haven't heard from him. So then I started that same, like 5 minutes later, I start messaging him and I'm like, hey, like he's been helping, but only when I ask him, like, hey, kids need this, kids need that. He'll send me like a certain amount of money. And I don't want to be doing that. Like that should be coming out of like him wanting to help as their father. Basically, we're like just doing the same thing over and over again. So I was like, hey, would you like to help with um their expenses and stuff? Like Noah just started, he's been in school all year long, like including the summer. But September came, he needed brand new uniforms, brand new pants, brand new sneakers, shirts. All the sweaters he has now don't fit him. So he needs a ton of stuff. And has he thought about that? No. I have all the expenses here. Has he thought about any of that? No. So whenever the kids need something, I'm like, hey, they need this, this, and that. He'll send me a certain amount. I don't want to be doing that. So then I was like, hey, would you like to send this much a month? And he just started like, oh, um, what was it that he said? He's like, at this point, if I'm gonna send you that much, like he's like, not even child support would give you that much. At this point, I would never leave like other people's houses. Like he's basically saying he's camping out at other people's houses, but he's probably at his mom for free. So he got like very hostile with that. And at the end of the conversation, I was just like, look, I just want consistency with the kids and financially. And we need to set something up. This Monday, we're off from school. But if we don't set anything up, I'm going to go the following Monday for sure. 100% to try to see if I get child support or something. I don't know where he's living. I'll just put everything to his mother's address. She can give him all the letters and we'll see what happens from there. I feel like he feels like with what he's been sending, it's like, oh my God, I've been helping her, but it's been a whole year of him not helping, him not being around, and I'm just tired of it. I'm back. Are you doing good? I'm doing good, Natasha. Oh yeah, I said oh shit for the other day, and yesterday it sounded just like she said that. I was like, oops. Go for it, girl. I love mine. I have one on my wrist. Oh, I want one like on my lower back. Not like a tramp stamp, but like on the side. Been away for months. Glad to see you still have your channel. Thank you. Where are you working now? I'm still working at my kid's school. Maybe he had another girl with him. I don't know. I asked Noah, I was like, hey, Noah, you went with daddy to the doctor, right? Like, I was very careful how I was talking to him. He was like, yeah. And I'm like, did you go with grandma? He was like, no, just with daddy. Like, he would have said something else. And his parents had two cars. So I thought about what you said, Georgia, that maybe he just didn't want. I thought maybe he had gone with his mom and he just didn't want me to know for some reason. Or that they just gave him like the other car. So they have a silver one and a black one. And I was like, did your daddy pick you up in the silver car? And he was like, no, he picked me up in a black one. So I thought, oh, maybe the mom lent him the other one and he just didn't want me to see that. But I don't know what's up in his head. He was definitely hiding something. Like, why? Why are you doing this? Like, I do not care. As long as it's not the cycle again, I don't care. Hi, beautiful. Just seen the title. Oh my god, Squid Games. Love it. I only saw 2 episodes. I'm watching it with my friend and I'm waiting for us to watch it together. I'm so not into it. Like, I fell asleep like on the second episode for like the first half of that. I saw the second game, but I'm so not into it. Everyone keeps telling me, keep watching, keep watching. I will. Maybe he's embarrassed of his car. Maybe he doesn't have a car anymore and is taking a bus. I don't know what's going on. Do you remember when I used to tell you to make more lights in your living room so we could see you better? Just wondering. I remember. You used to tell me all the time, need better lighting. I can see her just fine. Yes, my son, unfortunately. I found out by the school because they notified me that he wasn't in school. I will have to file in court, although I hate to do that to her, but she could have done things differently. But is she allowing you to see your kid? Like, isn't it illegal where you live for her to just pick up and take your kid without your notification? Because if I did that here, I mean, if he gave a shit, and if I did that here, the cops would be after me. Look at my hair is terrible. The cops would be after me. He should give you money regardless. I wish the best for her, but my son deserves to have his father in his life, not just every other month in the summer. That kid is my life. I'm sorry, Juan. You see, there's dads that are like dying to be with their kids, and then there's others who take it for granted. Can I ask you a question to know if you're watching the words on your computer? Tell me why you're eating while you're alive. Can you say the word? What the hell? I'm eating because I'm hungry and this is my life. Nat, what's the issue? She's telling a story and we'll get back to the comments. I can eat. I can't eat unalive? I didn't know that was a rule. Nat. See, she's getting back to the comments. Go for it. He should be paying for his children. It's his responsibility. He made the babies with you. Little baby bears. What it do, Jersey? Hi, Chris. Hi, Carmen. How are you and your boys doing tonight? We're doing good. Blake and his little virus that he caught. He's so much better. His skin is all clear now. He just has like a tiny cough, but he's so good. He has marks. There's another little girl in his class that she got it on her hands everywhere. And she still has marks and she looks at me and she'll be like every morning when I take her in, she's like, boo boo, boo boo. And I'm like, I know. And Blake does the same thing. He'll tell me boo boo. So cute. Poor kids, but they're a lot better now. Mhm. Don't forget to hit that like button, everyone. Thanks, Matt. Small advice, you should not put a black sweater on a dark couch. Can't see you. It's okay. I'm sure people can see me just fine. It's not like I'm invisible here. I definitely remember you, Natasha. Oh my god, Carmen, don't know if you remember. It mentions the fact that I've been in lockdown. I remember for the last 3 months. Guess what? It's over this Monday. Lucky. I mean, thank God, finally. Nat, you okay? I think Nat is hangry or something. She needs some grub. Nat has always made those type of comments on this channel. Need something. Grub sounds great, Chris. Yes, go eat, then come back. I can see you perfectly. Don't make me hit that block button, Nat. My daughter just caught chickenpox from nursery. You may call it daycare. We call it daycare. That's the thing, like when you have your kids in daycares, preschools, regular school, they're just going to catch whatever the other kids have. They're, they're building up their immune system. But I don't know, like even like if you start working at a school or a daycare, you usually, well, I used to have, like I said before, a very weak immune system. So when I first started working with kids, like 7 years ago, I got sick all the time. I always had stomach bugs, and whenever there were kids with a flu or something, I had it. Especially in the beginning when I first started working there. Not in this place, but in another place. When I first started working, I was always sick. It's bound to happen. Yeah, it's technically kidnapping. I work in a law office, but like I said, I don't want to get her in trouble. At the end of the day, she's a mother of my child. God is good. He will get me through this. Oh, Juan. I feel like we're like at the same level. We don't want to harm them, but they're not thinking about their kids or us. Like, screw us. They're not even thinking about the kids. That's really great to hear, Carmen. I'm really happy that you're talking such wonderful, taking such wonderful care of your boys. My 6 month old trips every time she sees people. She has no idea there's a whole world outside of our house. Aw. I remember Noah used to just, I think I deleted a video I had on my phone. Let me see if I can find it. He would just look out the window all day long and he would ask me, can we go to the park? Can we go outside? And I would constantly have to say no, 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 no. And he would like randomly see people wearing masks and he would ask me like, why are they wearing masks? And I would just try to explain to him like, look, honey, there's people that are sick, and in order to protect yourself and us, we have to wear the mask. And he did not understand it. I'm trying to find the little video. I don't think I have it here. But he would be so sad. Oh, I do have it. This is what I would do because what do I have to do? Recover? Oh no. No! I can't find it. I recovered it, and I think it goes back to the time that you took the video, and that's a long time ago. Let me see. I felt so bad for him. Give me a minute. Trying to find it. If I don't find it on the first go, then I just bumped into pictures of Blake when he was just born. Ah, I found it. This is what I would do with him. He would have his little bubble machine, and I would just. It was very cold. This was March 17th, 3 days before Blake was born. I would open my window, and he would just blow his bubbles in his cozy robe because he couldn't go outside. It was so sad. Let's see. Just got you 5 extra views. You're welcome. What do you mean? Nat, you're weird sometimes. Nat has been weird for a while. Nat low key got jokes, I see. She needs at least an extra 20, please, to log in. What are you talking about? Who's on board with me? Say yeah. Hit block Matt. How can Matt block me? For your information, she's on her phone. Really? For your information, I'll remove you. I agree, Brooklyn. Did you hear about the high school shooting in Texas, Carmen? I heard something about it, like very, very little about it. Can you tell me what happened? I think they got into an argument or something and he pulled out a gun. I think the pandemic is difficult to explain to toddlers. I struggle to explain it to my 2-year-old, but I think she's just getting used to it at this point. Noah was 3. He had just turned 3 when we went on lockdown. So he was used to always being outdoors. Even if it was cold, like I would bundle him up and we would go on walks. But once that lockdown hit, it hit him hard. He would always say, "Can I want to go to the park. I want to go outside." He was always looking out the window. She be trolling. She could be trolling somewhere else. Or like someone else said one time, they just made like 3 different accounts and came onto mine and kept saying the same stuff over and over and over. So I would just block each account. Hi, Maria Rodriguez. Bye, Felicia. I mean, Natasha, you be tripping. Nat just went through and deleted all her comments. I think it was just um when I hit her. I pressed hidden and that probably deleted all her comments. I'm not sure. He said he was bullied. They released him on bail already, the Texas shooter. What? How is he out on bail? And then if he tries to do this again, then what? Hey there. Oh my god, my daughter loves that show. She just finished the whole thing. It just hides it. I don't know. Um, I just finished watching Handmaid's Tale. I need another one. Like another season. Like it finished and I was like, what? I need more. The comment, don't know what you're talking about. I pressed hidden on Natasha who was trolling, and I think that hides all of the other comments. I'm not sure. I've been watching Maid. It keeps popping up. Is that on Netflix? I keep seeing it pop up somewhere. Where's the remote? Oh. And I was kind of about to click on it. Two students got into a fight. One of the students pulled out a gun, and four people got injured and sent to the hospital. The high school was on lockdown yesterday, Carmen. Oh man. So what if these four other students were killed? What would have happened? How is he out on bail already? I don't understand that. On Netflix, it's good. I like it. May give it a chance. But You is coming back on Netflix, so on the 15th. I have to watch that first. Any dates recently, or have you fallen off with the guys you were dating? Matt and Chris might like this one. I saw El Argentino on Friday. Friday or Saturday? Saturday. No, it was last Friday. I saw him for no, I saw him for a while. He saw me for a long time. I was at the place where he works, but I had stopped going there for a while, and then we started going again like every once in a while, and he just wasn't there anymore. So we thought he quit or whatever, or he just left or moved to another job. So we were like, cool. We haven't seen him since June. And he was there last Friday. I was sitting my friend was sitting on this side, which is where I usually sit, and the doors on this side where the security is usually at. And her husband was on this side and I was this way. So my back was facing the door. And my friend, I'm dancing in my chair, and out of nowhere my friend is like, he's there. And I was like, what? And she's like, don't turn around, because she knows that my first reaction would have been like, what? So then she's like, don't turn around, he's there. And I was like, who? And then she told me his name. And I was like, oh crap. I thought he wasn't here anymore. Which I don't care if he's there or not. Whatever. But we just thought he had left. So the entire night I started, it's like this little lounge area and it's pretty small. So me and my friends are dancing and he's at the door the entire night just staring. And I'm just dancing with my friend, minding my own business. And then as we're leaving, he's still at the door. He said something and I don't even know what he was saying, but I think he was just like, hi, how are you doing? And my friend didn't even let me finish when she's like, Carmen, let's go. And she was pulling me and he was like, your friend is calling you. And I was like, I didn't even say bye. I just left with her. That was that. And I'm still dating. Well, hanging out with that one guy that I mentioned before. Well, it's crazy. We have strict as gun laws over here, thankfully. Yeah, he should still be locked up. Argentina story? Yes. Chris, it's you. You're the one who loves Argentina tea. The love from text says, Hi, Mary. You actually haven't given us an update with the guys you was dating. Did you find out if one of them had a girlfriend because he used to say he had? That's the one. The Argentine guy. He had a whole ass fiance. You missed that tea, Brooklyn. She wound up calling me. Yes, Made is on Netflix, and I almost clicked on it too, but haven't yet. I feel like I need to finish one show first, and then I move on to the next. I just like tea since my life is pretty boring. Are there any sports games going on right now? I know it's Thursday, so there has to be football. You just like tea, Chris. You like the Argentine tea. I stay watching narco series or Turkey novelas on Netflix. That's like a thing now in Univision. Like all of these ladies that watch Univision at my job or Telemundo, I'm pretty sure it's Univision. They're like, we watch these novelas that are Turkish or something like that. And I'm like, what? Watching the Rams versus Seahawks right now. Is it good? What's the score? The Euro soccer are on this week. I'm not really into soccer. Like I watch if it's like one of those big games, but I don't really watch soccer. What? Tell me about it. Oh my god, I must have been asleep. Please tell me the story. Well, my mind is a little foggy on that now because this happened back in June, the beginning of June. So, um, Rams 23, Hawks 14, fourth quarter. Um, we were hanging out a lot. And I just don't see how guys have the time to do this. And it was like now I see how my ex did things, but at the same time, like, damn, we can be so naive. I don't know what he would tell her, but he would be out all the time. He was always FaceTiming me at his job, sending me videos all the time of him at his job, always talking, always talking to me. So what? What was it? How did this even start? One day, I think I was out with my friends, and he had told me like I worked all night. He has two jobs. Um, he had told me I worked all night or something like that. But he just said that he was gonna go take a nap, and this was like at 7 at night or 8. And I was like, cool, whatever. I was out with my friends. Oh no, I think I chipped my nail. Yes, I did. So I sent him like a few, like 20 minutes after he said that, I sent a video of us because he already knew my friends. It's the same friends I go to his job with. So he's met them before, he's spoken to them before, especially my friend's husband because they're into guns and stuff. So they had that little click. So I sent them a little video, and then I see that I received these messages and they're back to back. I forgot exactly what they said. It said something like, "Oh, you're sending him pictures Just so you know, he has a girl, something like that. And then like the second I look at it on my screen, I go like this because I saw it on like my lock screen. And then I go like this and I see the chat and it's deleted. Like as I'm looking at it, they're getting deleted. So then I was like, what the hell? What was that? I call him immediately and he answers. And he's like, I think someone hacked my. He was talking to me through WhatsApp at that point. He's like, I think someone hacked into my WhatsApp. And I was like, mm hmm, sure. Like I wasn't really believing it. And I was like, whatever. And then he FaceTimes me like immediately. And I was like, what the hell? And he looked like, you know, when you fall asleep that and you wake up that your eyes look like puffy and stuff. That's what he looked like. So then I was like, I really can't remember exactly what I said because this was months ago. But then I think the next day I called him. What was it? Did I call him? This is so blurry. Can you guys help me out, Chris? You know the tea. I can't remember. I think I sent him a message the next day and it was nighttime. And she wound up calling me. No, messaging me, like saying a whole bunch of nasty stuff. Just so you know, he has a fiance. I don't know who you are, what you're doing with him, but it was just a whole mess. It was a long, 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 long text message, and it was just really nasty. And then after that message, I start receiving phone calls, and it was like back to back. So I knew it was her because then she started moving on to sending me messages from her actual phone number. Back to back, sending, calling. And I was on FaceTime with my friend and she was like, answer her. And I was like, okay, okay. So then I answer and she is just blowing off her head. She's like, who are you? Just saying all these crazy things and like not really letting me speak. And then when I got my word in, I was like, look, you better watch out because he's out there acting like he's single when obviously he's not. She said that they were together, I think, for like 7 or 8 years. I don't remember the details, but she said something in those lines. Like, we've been together for years, we're engaged, we live together. And I was just like, oh my God. And then she started asking, like, I don't think I mentioned this, but she started asking, like, a lot more personal stuff, like what happened between me and him. And at that point, I hear him coming in. You can tell she was in the bathroom because it echoed. And at first she was speaking low, but as she got more agitated, she started getting louder. And he heard her. And he comes and he's like, what are you doing? And then she's like screaming, like, I'm gonna find out what was happening between you two. And I'm just like here on the phone, like, what is happening? What is my life right now? And he's just like yelling at her, like, Carmen has nothing to do with this. What are you doing? And then he hangs up. And then a few minutes later, I get another phone call. And it's her again screaming, like, I got both of you on the phone. I need another truth. Like, she did not let me get a word in. And then they just both, in that call, I think they were just both screaming their heads off. And so he was screaming, they were both screaming their heads off. And then it just hung up. Then the next day, I think it was the next day, I sent a message and I was like, you know what? Like, this is all crazy. I don't want any problems. I don't want anything to do with whatever you're with you or her. She needs to stop. And I sent that through WhatsApp and she sends me a text from her phone number and she's like, you need to know where you stand because if you keep this up, I'm gonna go find you and I'm gonna go basically saying that she's gonna find me and mess me up for messing with her man. Instead of dealing with him, He's the one cheating on her, but whatever. She's one of those women that will take it completely out on the woman when he's the one acting like he's single. Um, and then he calls me. This was so like confusing. It was a hot mess. He calls me and he's like, she has my phone hacked. I didn't know that she actually did because on WhatsApp you have like that QR code. If I grab my phone and I grab someone else's phone and I scan that, I can receive messages and calls from that person's phone. And that's what she was doing. So whenever if I ever messaged him or call him, she was also receiving that and seeing that. So we spoke for a while and I was like, you know what? Like you guys, this is insane. And he was like, I'm sorry for everything. I didn't want to hurt you or put you or cause any trouble. I know you have kids and your priority is being a mom and I don't want anything to like affect that. And I was like, whatever, like let's just not talk anymore. And I have bumped into him like 2 or 3 times and it's always like, hey, but nothing, like we don't really talk too much. And that's the tea. I haven't seen him, like I said, since June. So seeing him last weekend was like, whoa, like I wasn't expecting him. Hi, Oscar. How are you? God knows I couldn't nor would have the time. I work and come home. Once you have a family at home and kids, what more can you ask for? That's just my thinking. That's my thinking as well. And my friends, like, they tell me the same. Like, he had it all with you. He had the kids. He had, not the wife, but the girlfriend. Like, he had 2 beautiful boys. He had a beautiful home, a good job, a stable job. He had everything, and he just goes to throw it out for something that's passing. I don't know. People just don't think. What are you and your boys doing for Halloween, Carmen? So their costumes got here yesterday. Let me show you. Hmm. So this was Noah's doing. I wanted them to be Sully and Mike Wazowski, but he did not. He wanted to be the Mandalorian, and I kept looking on the Disney website for what's it called? For like family or like sibling costumes, and the only stuff that went with the Mandalorian was either Baby Yoda, which I was gonna get, but it sold out super quick, or an Ewok or whatever that thing is. That's what they're gonna be. And like it's so cute and all looks so cool. His costume is like the material is so good. If your kids want to dress up as a Mandalorian or whatever, that costume is so good. It wasn't that expensive and the material is awesome. I cannot deal with Blake. I kept laughing. He looked like a little poo running around because it has like a little belly. What do you want? You want milk? So cute. I can't. But that's what they're gonna be. I don't know anything Star Wars. I've never seen it. I've never been inclined or anything to watch it or The Mandalorian. Nothing Star Wars related. I don't know. I only know Princess Leia. But if you guys have any ideas how I can join them, like what other character? What other female characters are there? He got caught slipping. Bouncers at the clubs are always on the prowl. That's TMI Brooklyn, don't you think? What? Carmen, I'm so sorry to hear this. I can't believe he would do that. How long was you dating for? Dating? I don't like that word. Nothing against you, Brooklyn. I'm just saying, like, in general, like, because it just means different things to people. I was seeing him for like two, 2 or 3 months, I think. I don't remember. But he was just always around, like always calling, always on FaceTime, always wanting to hang out, always. So it's so hard for me to like, and with 2 jobs on top of that. So it's so crazy to me how guys find time to sneak around. Oh my God, I miss some good tea. So very, very cute. You're sweet little boys, Carmen. I know, that's such a cute costume. I wasn't expecting it. I thought it was gonna look weird, but it looks so cute on Blake. And usually in October for Halloween, it's freezing here. So if I do, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna take them out. I gotta figure out that day. Never mind, it's a Sunday. It's a Sunday. So I'll be able to take them out trick or treating. I was thinking, like, if it's a Friday, I'm gonna have to switch schedules to get out early. But you back with your ex yet? No, I'm not. It's not happening. Oh, so cute. Yeah, I wouldn't say that was dating. Dating is such an official term now. It's an official term because some guys that I've spoken to, they're like, oh, I'm dating this one and I'm dating that one. Like, they'll tell me that they're dating, and for them, it means that they're talking to a few people at the same time. They're not in a relationship. So that's why it's like weird to me because it just means different things to people. Yeah, it's rough out there. Catch flights, don't catch feelings. Yes. Yes, Chris. I love that. I've heard that before, but I totally forgot about that. What are you going to wear for Halloween, Carmen? I haven't thought about it. You would consider dating hanging out? I would consider that hanging out. I don't know. That's crazy how he can have that much time on his hands and manage to get away with it until his fiance knew something was up. I feel like if I didn't message him, she wouldn't have known. Like he definitely fell asleep and she saw the messages. Oh snap! Hi, Miss Carmen. I watched Squid Games too. It was pretty gory. Really? Like all I've seen is the people like getting shot at. Isn't that all that happens? No spoilers, please. But I thought like at every game, if they failed, they would just get shot at. Didn't she will never get back with her ex. Carmen is a strong and very smart woman. Mm, thank you. I really don't want to. Would you say you was upset when you found out, or was you not that bothered about breaking things off with him? I wasn't upset. It was just shocking. Like I kind of had a feeling there was something going on because he was like I mentioned in my lives, there were like a few weird things, but I don't know. I just wasn't expecting her to call me and start screaming on the phone and be sent all these messages. I had to block her. I had to block her on WhatsApp, on regular messenger. I finished the big surprise at the end. No spoilers. Ooh. Hi, Carmen. What's your favorite Halloween movie? Hmm. Let me see. Like I mentioned before, I'm bad at movies, I'm bad at songs, I'm bad at shows. I don't know the name of anything. I love all of the Halloween movies. Like Michael Myers. I love those. I love Hocus Pocus. Like it's just coming back to me now. I love Beetlejuice. There's like no Halloween if you haven't watched Beetlejuice, Hocus Pocus. What's another one? Those are like my top three. Halloween, Hocus Pocus, Beetlejuice. I have to watch all of those. Edward Scissorhands, is that considered? That's Halloween, right? I love Edward Scissorhands. She can't be mad, but be mad at him. Don't call Carmen tripping. Exactly. Like I feel her like she probably thinks like I'm the one coming on to her man, but she has no idea that he's the one who asked for my number. He's the one that approached me. He's the one acting single. He's the one who's always FaceTiming, calling. Like he's probably doing it to her right now. I guess us women have to be very careful with men these days. They're super sneaky. Yep. Sometimes it's not the person you have trouble getting over, it's the time and dedication behind it all. My parents say at least it was now and not later on in life. His parents say the opposite, Juan. Like, they're very old school. Where are you from, Juan? Nationality. But his parents are like, we spoke to him, and before you guys even had kids, like we would tell him like if you're ever gonna cheat or if you're ever gonna do this or if you're gonna hurt her, like don't leave her with a kid. Like think about things, and I'm like, damn, like they all had these conversations behind my back. Like what the hell? Sneakiness comes in all shapes and sizes. Please separate the men from the boys. Oh man. Women do it too all the time, but I feel like men just want to, I don't know. It's complicated. Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. Will.I.am. William T. The Will.I.am. I love how you guys can do that with your name. Will.I.am. I will voice my opinion without you responding. I only want a response from Carmen as I'm talking to her. Thanks for your reply, though. Oh, Brooklyn. Don't get all spicy. I like the Myers Halloween movies and Friday the 13th movies, Carmen. I like Michael Myers. That mofo never dies. I'm not into Freddy Krueger or Jason. Michael Myers is it. hate the stupid leprechaun movies. They're horrible. My younger days, I always about that player life until I heard a good one and got my karma later. It's not nice. Why can't you guys just be like, hey, look, you know what it is? You guys just always want to have your cake and eat it too. Like, just say that, right? Instead of breaking up with a girl, you want to be with her emotionally, sexually, and everything. We're adults here. I'm pretty sure most of us are. And then you want to find more out there because you don't have enough with that person. But that's your problem. Instead of just being like straight up and say, hey, I want to end this, since you won't be able to have that peace anymore, you want to have it all. And that's not fair. Hola, Bonita. Hope you're doing well. Hi, Carlos. I'm good. How are you? Can't wait for the Christmas films. Home Alone smacks. I can't with you, Brooklyn. You guys speak like that over there too? I hear that all the time over here. But from the younger ones, how old are you? Oh, that's lit. You're Mexican. No doubt, cake and eat it too is exactly what it was. I'd rather just leave her than cheat. Karma's real. Is it bad to not be sexually active in a relationship? It's not. It's not. It's up to the person. And as long as the other person you're speaking to knows that that's what you want, then I guess they have to understand that too. I'm gonna be on for another 15 minutes, and then it's bedtime for me. You're 20. No wonder. No wonder you're saying it's max. I work with a few girls that are younger than me. They're like 23, 24, and they'll be like, it's lit. That's fire. Facts. Like they're always talking like that, like just spitting out words. That explains it. I want to go to England. I want to see Big Ben. Probably why I'm speaking like the younger generation. You have a daughter? Or is that a little sister in your picture? Am I seeing things? I see a little girl, right? What made it hard was working at the gym. All those years, temptation idling like a motherfucker. I guess. I know someone who works at the gym. She's a female actually. And she's 40 something and right now she's dating a guy that's 34, but she has like one and another and she brings the sad part is that she brings them around her kids and they start like picking them up at school, helping them with homework, this and that, and then she has another one. It's so sad, like it's not something stable for the kids to see. This one is hot though. This one's very cute. I feel like he's made for me. He's close to my age. He's what I'm looking for. But it's not all physical. Like, you can't just be blind like that and just go for that. But I don't know. Come see the queen. Is the queen everything for you? Is she it? I caught that too, William. It's my daughter. She's 2. Aw. I was pregnant at 17, but I don't regret being a young mom. I love it. Hey, at least like once you're not even gonna be that old when your kid is like big, which is good. As long as you're being a good, responsible mom, that's all that matters. My sister was a teen mom, and now her son, he just turned 8, and I can't believe that. And my sister's 25. No, she's 24. I've been to London and Paris, France years ago, Carmen. I've never been to Europe. I would love to go to Europe. Muy madura. Ah, déjenla ser. Married women at the gym would be mad aggressive. That was a line I wouldn't cross. Yeah, because then the husband would be coming after you at the gym. I don't know how y'all do it with kids that young, my respect. No, I actually don't like the queen. No one over here does except the older people. They make it seem on TV like she's everything to you guys. And was it crazy when what's their names? Oh my goodness. What's their names? The one who was dethroned. The redhead. Is he Prince William? Harry. Was it crazy when Harry and Meghan got married? I watched that wedding. I actually watched it. I think I recorded it. I thought it was beautiful. No joke, I seen that. One of trainers got chased out of the gym. Guys just love playing with fire. Exactly, that's the way I look at it. And when all the older people are older changing nappies, I'll be chilling in bed while my daughter takes herself to the toilet. That's true, unless you have more kids like my sister. She has 3, and she's younger than me. She has an 8-year old, a 4-year old, and a 1-year old. But the 8-year old is so helpful with the little ones. It's really nice places to go to on your vacation, Carmen. Meghan Markle and Harry. Yes. Oh, I don't mean to sound cliche, but I'm ready for something stable and serious. Those creeping days are over for me. I feel like I don't know. I don't like that either. Like I would love to be in a relationship with someone be serious. I kind of liking like having my own space, but it's also nice to have someone there, just not at my home, I guess. Vince, what did you delete? Megan is the ultimate cloud chaser. She wanted to be queen or princess. You only crave that at night? What do you crave at night? Araceli. Arambula. What up, what up? I didn't miss the live. I'm about to leave, Vince. You kinda did. Ooh, what happened with that girl, the case, the potato girl? I forgot her name. I don't know it. Did they ever find the guy? They left the royal family because they was being racist about Meghan, as she is mixed, so they left and there's a documentary about it. I think I watched something on it where she's talking to Oprah and saying things how they would always compare her to Kate and there was a lot of racism behind doors. Oh, a stable relationship. I meant to put live and spell check put love. I see, Araceli. I agree, Chris, about Megan. She's a cloud chaser. Really? I think she's cute. I like her. All right, have a good night. Sleep tight. Gabby, Carmen. Yes, whatever happened to Gabby? Did they find the boyfriend? Did anything happen with the parents? The last time I was on, I think her parents were gonna go on TV or something with the press, like the day after. I don't know what's been going on with that case. Oh my goodness, it just hit me. I'm getting tired. You can tell she's not really into him all in the body language. What? I feel like she just acts like that because that's what they set her up to do. I find them cute together. Gabby Petito has been found, but they're looking for Brian. Still, he's definitely alive. I know they found her body, but I just didn't know what was going on, if they found him or what. Yep, Chris, I see that too. Really? I don't see that at all. I just think that she's pressured to act a certain way. Well, yeah, guys, it's time for bed for me. Gotta wake up early tomorrow. All right. I'll see you in the next live. Bye, guys. Have a good night. No, Megan isn't a cloud chaser. She was broken down by the royal family and she decided to stand up for herself like Princess Diana did. I admire her for it. I do too. I kind of agree with you, Brooklyn. Good night, Juan. Join my lives whenever you can. Feel for you. Still searching for him, and now the parents of Bryant are searching for their son. They know damn well where he is. Good night, Paola. Buenas noches, todos. Good night, William. Good night, Jersey. Good night, Chris. Question: how you do 2 kids, bills, and no nanny? I work. I'm so lucky to have my kids, to work where my kids go to school. So that's how I do it. All right, guys. Have a good night. We can continue that one, Paola, in another live if you'd like. Have a good night, guys. Bye.